Okay, so I went ahead and got a head start on this one, so the video will go a little bit faster. So you'll notice that here's the question. Then the radical is by itself. So how do you get rid of the radical symbol? This is a cube root. The opposite of cube root is cube. So I cubed both sides. If we cube one side, I cube the other side. So when I cubed it, the radical went away. And then 2 cubed is 8. Okay, then you should go, oh, what kind of equation is this? This is a quadratic because the square means it's a quadratic. So I wrote quadratic. How do you solve quadratics? Well, you all know you said equal to 0, or some of you might have said put it in standard form. So I moved the 8 over. When I did that, I got 0. Okay, so then x squared plus 2x. Now my question to you is factor. How do you factor? Well, if you go back to the beginning of the year, I would say, what was the most common, or what's the number one question you ask yourself about factoring? And you go, is there a GCF? Remember, that's always rule number one you ask yourself. And there is. They have an x in common. So I factor out the x, and I'm left with these two factors, which coincides with the square, which means there should be two solutions, so there's two x's. Well, x equals 0, and then x plus 2, so x equals negative 2. So it is possible to have two answers. So if you check them, 0 plus 0 is 8, plus 8 is 8, cube root of 8 is 2, 2. Negative 2 squared is 4, and then 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. So these 0 out, plus 8, cube root of 8 is 2. So you can have two x values be true. So these are the answers for number 4. Now let's try the next one. Okay, so this one is cube root of this plus 1. All right, so first step is to isolate the radical. So we have to move the 1 over. So hopefully you did that. So cube root of x cubed minus 3x squared equals x minus 1. Okay, now to get rid of the cube root, we all know you have to cube both sides, and that cancels out. So then you're left with x cubed minus 3x squared equals x minus 1 cubed. Okay, now for the fun part. You could use Pascal's triangle because it's cube, but I would not use Pascal's triangle because it's only a cube. I would just do the math. So it's going to be x cubed minus 3x squared, and x minus 1 cubed means x minus 1 times x minus 1, and there's no shortcuts. You just have to do the math. So I'd write this out. So then it'd be x cubed minus 3x squared. Well, I'm going to do these first two, right? So x minus 1 times x minus 1 is what? X squared minus 2x plus 1 times x minus 1. So I did these two. Now I'm going to do these two. So if you distribute the x, you'll get x cubed minus 2x squared plus x minus x squared plus 2x minus 1. All right. Now what do we do? So then I would combine like terms. So combine like terms, what happens here? So you have minus 2x plus 2x. No, that's x squared, so that doesn't work. So what else can we do? You have x cubed. I'm going to look on both sides. So we have x cubed, x cubed. So those will cross out. Then I notice a negative 3x squared. Well, I notice that minus 2x minus x. So that's a negative 3x squared on both sides. So if I have negative 3x squared, that crosses out with this negative 3x squared. That's personally how I would do it. Of course, you can move things left and right. So far, I'm left with 0 on this side because everything crossed out. Then I have plus x plus 2x. So 3x minus 1. So hopefully you can go back and do that again if you didn't get that. Okay, now we're going to solve for x. So move the 1 over, divide by 3. So I'm going to get 1/3 equals x. Sweet. So x equals 1/3. If you plug it back in, it will work out. I've already done it. But you should go in and check to make sure. But the cool thing is, unless there's something really crazy, you can take the cube root of a negative number. Otherwise, it should work. Usually that's the holdup. So If you have any questions, come meet me in my office hours at 10:30 or 3:30 or email me and let's see what's up. Oh, and then I also uploaded the calendar for the rest of the year. So make sure you check the calendar in Google Classroom because there's a quiz on Friday and you'll see all the quiz dates and homework due dates and stuff like that. So be sure that you're doing your homework on time and taking your quizzes on time. And I will talk to you later.